At my daughter's 10th birthday celebration, I unexpectedly gained the ability to read minds. As she made a wish over the candles, I hoped to get a perfect score on my final exams. Before I could praise my daughter for her maturity, her second wish exploded in my ears. I don't like mommy. I want Sister Xiaochen to be my mom instead. I froze, the cake knife still in my hand. Sweetheart, what did you just say? Staring at my daughter's innocent face, I couldn't believe what I just heard. Mommy, I said I want to cut the cake now. Give me the cake knife. My daughter is still young and doesn't know how to hide her emotions at all. I could see the impatience in her eyes. Sure enough, the next moment she started complaining in her heart again. Mom is so silly. Sister Xiaochen is much smarter. I love the dress Sister Xiaochen gave me the most. Now, I finally saw it clearly. My daughter's lips were pressed into a tight line. Suddenly, I realized I had awakened the ability to read minds. Today was supposed to be a happy day. I had been planning my daughter's 10th birthday celebration for an entire year. To make my daughter happy, I specially booked a hotel and paid someone to decorate it with her favorite Frozen theme. Dressed in an Elsa princess gown and wearing a crown, my daughter looked every bit the little princess. The birthday party went smoothly, but just as I was feeling smug, my daughter's heartfelt words poured cold water on me, leaving me utterly chilled. Suddenly, a thought struck me. My husband Jiang Ming was having an affair, and the affair must have been going on for quite some time. Otherwise, how could my daughter have become so close to this so-called Sister Chen? So close that she wants Sister Chen to take my place. This is the daughter I carried for 10 months before giving birth to. No matter what, she should stand by my side. But now, my daughter's heartfelt words tell me that she loves Jiang Ming and that homewrecker more than she loves me, her own mother. No, I swore to myself that no matter what, I must protect my daughter. At this thought, I couldn't help but glance at everyone attending the birthday party. Meanwhile, my daughter and her friends were playing in the bouncy castle. Jiang Ming held a wine glass, chatting and laughing with those around him. Most of the people surrounding him were colleagues from the company. Ranging from the general manager down to the junior sales representatives, almost all had come to attend. It's not because their daughter is exceptionally outstanding, but simply because Jiang Ming is the top salesperson in the company. Over the years, his performance has far surpassed others. So out of both sentiment and reason, they should attend the birthday party with gifts, whether sincerely or not. This is the world of adults. But there's one thing they, even including Jiang Ming, don't know. This company belongs to my parents. Jiang Ming's ability to climb to the top sales position in just a few years wasn't due to his own capabilities. The vast majority of his clients came from the connections behind my parents. I hid my identity to marry Jiang Ming and quietly became a housewife. But that doesn't mean I'm just an ordinary, powerless homemaker. Suddenly, my gaze lingered on a girl. She looked no older than 25 or 26, with long hair cascading over her shoulders. A crown-shaped hairpin stood out against her dark locks, paired with a light blue gown and silver-white high heels, an outfit that made her look like a grown-up version of Elsa. If I weren't absolutely certain that my daughter was my own, I might even mistake her and my daughter for being the real mother-daughter pair. Sister Xiaochen, you're finally here. I thought you'd forgotten my birthday. After all, my daughter is still just a child. The moment she saw the girl, she dashed out of the play castle and straight into her arms, using a coquettish tone I'd never heard before. Standing in the crowd, I watched as Xiaochen lowered her head to ruffle my daughter's hair before pulling out a gift from behind her and handing it to her. My daughter laughed happily. Thank you, Sister Xiaochen. Xiaochen looked up at me, her smile bright and radiant. This girl, I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. As soon as the birthday party ended, Jiang Ming, against all expectations, went home with me. In fact, over the past 2 years, he has been coming home less and less frequently. We have prematurely entered a life of separation. Every time I ask to share the same bed, Jiang Ming uses the same rhetoric to shut me up. Honey, it's not that I don't want to come back, but the company is just too busy. If I come back too late and disturb your and our daughter's sleep, I'd feel terrible. At first, I was still immersed in his sweet talk. Later, I just let it go. I kept thinking that as long as Jiang Ming still had this family in his heart, it was fine if he didn't come back. On top of that, my daughter had just started first grade at the time, and every day I had to focus on her pinyin or her study habits. Almost my entire heart was devoted to my daughter. On the way home, Jiang Ming received a voice message on WeChat when the traffic light turned red. Brother Jiang, don't be late for the 8 a.m. meeting tomorrow. The overly sweet voice gave me goosebumps. Before I could say anything, Jiang Ming started explaining. Honey, don't get the wrong idea. Xiao Chen is just childish at heart, nothing more to it. Jiang Ming, when did Xiao Chen come? Why haven't you mentioned her to me before? Oh her, she just arrived a few months ago. Fresh out of college. The girl doesn't know anything yet. Jiang Ming probably didn't notice, but whenever he talked about Xiao Chen, his face was always lit up with a smile. Is that so? I turned to look at my daughter unwrapping gifts in the back seat and asked again, Sweetie, have you met Sister Xiao Chen? Mom noticed you two get along really well. My daughter stroked the plush rabbit's fur and playfully winked at the rearview mirror. Mom, today was my first time meeting Sister Xiao Chen. And I think she's so pretty. I like Sister Xiao Chen. But that wasn't what my daughter truly felt. Mom must be trying to trick me into saying something. I'm not that silly. Sister Xiao Chen is my good friend. Dad said to keep it a secret, or else Mom would get angry and keep asking questions. I averted my gaze from my daughter's face. My daughter's smile frightened me. When had she learned to lie? I carefully recalled some small details in our daily life. There seemed to be traces of my daughter's changes, especially last month. When Jiang Ming bought her a smartwatch, my daughter always likes to hide from me when she calls or messages him. Perhaps the so-called him is actually Xiao Chen. I must get to the bottom of this whole matter. Whether it's Jiang Ming or Xiao Chen, I won't let either of them off. Back home, I began my usual routine of helping my daughter with her homework. My daughter sat upright, but her inner complaints didn't stop. Why is Mom doing this to me? It's my birthday today, and she still makes me do homework. How annoying. I already scored in the 90s. Why isn't she satisfied? I admit, ever since my daughter entered 3rd grade, I've become stricter with her, always worried her grades might slip if I let up. This might be the reason why my daughter no longer likes me. Thinking of this, I handed my daughter's homework to Jiang Ming. Jiang Ming, our little girl is in 3rd grade now. From now on, I'll leave her homework to you. I believe she'd be happier to have her dad tutor her. Right, sure enough. My daughter jumped for joy. Great, I want Dad to help me with my homework, but Jiang Ming was in a dilemma. Honey, you see how busy I am with work, I might not even make it home at night. What if we can't finish Nanan's homework in time? I had anticipated Jiang Ming's excuse long ago. Darling, I know you're busy, but Nan is already in 3rd grade and needs her father's company too. Besides, I've been managing her studies for the first 2 years. If I keep doing it, Nan might start resenting me. If you really think it's too much, how about we hire Xiao Chen as Nanan's tutor? Hearing this, my daughter was even more delighted. Daddy, I want Sister Xiao Chen to be my tutor, please. Daddy, left with no choice, Jiang Ming had to verbally agree, saying he'd ask Xiao Chen about it tomorrow, but I didn't want to give him a chance to refuse. So I made the decision right then and there. Jiang Ming, tomorrow I'm going back to my parents' place. Take Nan to the company with you. In the evening, have Xiao Chen come over for dinner, and I'll talk to her about the tutoring. In the evening, my daughter obediently finished washing up and returned to her little room. I lay in bed tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep no matter what. Everything that happened today made my hair stand on end. My daughter's inner thoughts, Xiao Chen's outfit at the birthday party, and the strange looks from Jiang Ming's colleagues, all of these were telling me one truth. Jiang Ming has indeed cheated. The facts are already clear. I must not alert the enemy. The only thing I can do now is gather enough evidence. Only by doing so can I ensure more rights and interests in the divorce. As for the custody of my daughter, I dare not imagine how painful it would be to lose her. My only hope is to use this time to repair my relationship with her. After all, she is already 10 years old and has the right to choose with whom she wants to live. At the thought of this, I sat up from the bed in agony. Jiang Ming was startled by my sudden movement and reached out to pull me into his arms. Honey, what's wrong? Did you have a nightmare? I pushed his hand away and got out of bed on my own. Nothing, just can't sleep. Jiang Ming felt he was being a nuisance and stopped talking. Bending down to pick up the phone that had fallen on the floor, early the next morning, his daughter cheerfully followed Jiang Ming out of the house. Before leaving, she didn't forget to complain that the breakfast I prepared was not tasty at all. Great, today I can spend the whole day playing with Sister Xiao Chen. And I get to eat the egg pancakes near her house again. Watching my daughter's bouncing figure recede into the distance, I finally decided to let myself off the hook. What does it matter if my daughter does her homework or not? After all, it's not me the teacher will be scolding. She should experience the harsh realities of society. After seeing my daughter off, I contacted my high school classmate Huang Na on WeChat. She works as a private investigator. My request was simple: Xiao Chen's personal information and substantial evidence of their affair. I gave Huang Na a 20,000 yuan deposit and purchased several miniature cameras from her, which I then installed in various corners of the house upon returning home. Of course, considering Jiang Ming would delete the dashcam footage, I specifically ordered a set of high-definition listening devices and cameras suitable for installation in the car. After setting everything up, I made a phone call to Jiang Ming. "Honey, don't forget to invite Xiao Chen over for dinner after work. I've already prepared the meal, but I won't be able to join you. My parents haven't seen me in a while and want me to stay with them for a few more days." Jiang Ming didn't suspect anything and agreed readily. I wanted to say a few words to my daughter, who reluctantly took the phone. "Sweetie, are you happy staying with Daddy?" "Mom, I'm happy. Can I do my homework at Dad's place from now on?" "No, today was a special case. If you stay at Dad's every day, it'll affect his work." The daughter stayed silent for a long while, her mind already in full-blown complaint mode. "Mom is so mean. I already said I like being with Dad. Why can't she understand that? Sister Xiao Chen gave me chocolate today, but I won't tell Mom, or she'll scold me again. When will Sister Xiao Chen come to our house? I really want to stay with her forever. Dad said Sister Xiao Chen is pregnant, so am I going to have a little brother? I wish Sister Xiao Chen could be my mom. She's so gentle. My real mom is the meanest, like a tigress." "Is Sister Xiao Chen pregnant?" Almost instinctively, I voiced my daughter's inner thoughts. "Mom, you knew too." My daughter sounded puzzled. "But why did both Dad and Sister Xiao Chen tell me not to tell you?" I steadied myself. "Sweetie, Mom was just guessing. Since Sister Xiao Chen asked you not to tell, you must keep this secret from everyone else." "Okay, got it. Mom, Sister Xiao Chen is calling me. I have to hang up now." My daughter hung up the phone quickly, not even giving me a chance to say goodbye. All that remained on the other end was a string of busy tones. I sat in the car for a while, thinking, and then decided to change my strategy. Xiao Chen is pregnant. No wonder she's so eager to take my place. No wonder she dressed up so boldly that day, acting like the lady of the house. In that case, the initiative for divorce suddenly returned to my hands. There's just one thing I still can't figure out. Xiao Chen, after all, is a girl who graduated from a prestigious university. How could she willingly become the other woman for a married scumbag? Coincidentally, Huang Na sent over some documents at this moment. The details of Xiao Chen's family background were recorded above. Surprisingly, Xiao Chen's family circumstances were relatively good. Both her parents were university teachers, and she had a younger brother in his third year of junior high. Logically speaking, a child raised in such a family shouldn't have gone down the crooked path of knowingly being the other woman. Is it really as the saying goes, the more affluent the family, the more likely the child is to lack love? Could her attraction to Jiang Ming, who is over 20 years her senior, indicate that Xiao Chen is severely deprived of paternal love? Was her father absent during her childhood as well? I couldn't help but think of my daughter. Forget it, forget it. I quickly stopped myself from being overly compassionate. Why Xiao Chen became like this isn't something I should be pondering. I need to do everything possible to protect my assets. With that thought, I called a car and arrived at the underground parking lot beneath Jiang Ming's company building. I used the spare key to open the car door and installed the camera and listening device. After completing these tasks, I had the driver take me to the courthouse, apply for pre-litigation property preservation against the assets under Jiang Ming's name. Soon, the time arrived at 6 o'clock in the evening. Jiang Ming drove back in his car. Xiao Chen and her daughter got out of the car, holding hands and chatting happily. I sat in the rented car and turned on the home surveillance. As soon as my daughter got home, she threw her backpack on the sofa and skillfully turned on the TV. Normally, I don't allow my daughter to watch too much TV, especially before finishing her homework. Sweetie, your sister will wash some fruit for you. What would you like to eat, Auntie Chen? I want to eat grapes. As she spoke, Nan Nan gave her a kiss on the cheek. Then be good and watch TV. Daddy is cooking in the kitchen. So don't disturb him, okay? Xiao Chen carried the grapes into the kitchen, where Jiang Ming, wearing an apron, was chopping vegetables. Daddy, I'm hungry. Xiao Chen hugged Jiang Ming from behind, and Jiang Ming turned around to kiss her passionately, unwilling to let go. Watching from the screen, I felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't wait to rush home and capture evidence of their wrongdoing. But I couldn't act impulsively. My daughter was still at home, and I didn't want to make things too ugly. Dad, when are you going to divorce her? If we wait any longer, my belly won't be able to hide it anymore. Xiao Chen rubbed her flat stomach. Half coquettish and half threatening, Jiang Ming kissed her face to comfort her, saying, Baby, there's no rush now. In a few days, after we buy the house, I'll go to your family to propose. But then won't I just be the kept woman in a golden cage? I want to stand openly by your side. You have no idea how people at the company look at me. With that, Xiao Chen started crying with grievance. I didn't watch the rest of the video, but the content was easy to guess. Just the usual things cheating couples do. Another half hour passed before I opened the front door, bag in hand. My daughter was lying on the sofa watching TV, her homework spread out on the coffee table untouched. Mom, how come you're back? My daughter looked at me as if she'd seen a ghost, tumbling straight off the couch. Why is Mom back? Wasn't she at Grandma's? What do I do? What do I do? I haven't even finished my homework. Ignoring my daughter's panic, I walked straight toward the room. The door opened from the inside. Xiao Chen, with a smile in her eyes, held my hand intimately, showing no trace of panic on her face. Xie Jie, the wardrobe in your house is really well made. Could you share the craftsman's WeChat with me? Of course, I smiled, thoughtfully eyeing the hickey on her neck. Honey, why are you back? Jiang Ming emerged from the bathroom just in time. With 2 buttons on his shirt still misaligned, I forgot something halfway through the drive. And then I thought it'd be better to stay home with you guys. I looped my arm through Jiang Ming's, resting my head on his shoulder, as close as could be. Xiao Chen's face instantly turned a shade paler. By the way, honey, did you mention tutoring our daughter to Xiao Chen? I pressed my advantage. Xiao Chen, my husband might find it awkward to bring this up since you're colleagues. Just consider this as me asking you personally. You see how much our daughter adores you. Would you have time to tutor her? Caught between a rock and a hard place, Xiao Chen looked at me with visible discomfort. To be precise, she was looking at Jiang Ming. She hoped Jiang Ming could help her push this work forward. She definitely didn't want to see the 3 of us showing affection in front of her. Sister Xiao Chen, I like you so much. Can you teach me how to do my homework? That way I can see you every day. For the first time, I felt my daughter's words were absolutely right. Watching Xiao Chen's defeated look, I couldn't help but laugh from the bottom of my heart, and so the matter of extra tutoring was settled. Every evening, Xiao Chen would ride home in Jiang Ming's car. This undoubtedly gave them a legitimate opportunity to conspire openly. It's just a pity that no matter how many plans they came up with, these 2 never showed any signs of taking action. I'm almost getting impatient. However, Xiao Chen ultimately couldn't hold out. He couldn't take it anymore after just over 2 weeks. I'd rather forego the tutoring fees for these few days than continue tutoring Nan Nan. Indeed, the early stages of pregnancy are not suitable for overexertion. Besides, tutoring is both mentally and physically draining with little reward. Especially when it's my daughter. This semester, she entered 3rd grade. Her foundation was already somewhat weak, and coupled with my increasing leniency toward her, her exam results have been less than ideal several times. Because of this, I've been called in by the teacher multiple times. My daughter's attitude toward Xiao Chen has also changed. She no longer sweetly calls her sister Xiao Chen. On the other hand, her relationship with me has improved quite a bit. I'm also pleased with this change in my daughter. It's just a pity that I can no longer hear my daughter's inner thoughts. But that doesn't matter anymore. At least my daughter's heart has returned. Her growing dependence on me means she's becoming more resistant to Jiang Ming. Watching my daughter diligently doing her homework, I felt a wave of emotion. It's time to settle the score regarding Jiang Ming and Xiao Chen's affair. Before I could take any further action, Xiao Chen came to me first. I'm pregnant. Xiao Chen said bluntly, pushing the pregnancy test results toward me without hesitation. She expected to see a look of shock on my face, but I disappointed her. I took a sip of tea and calmly offered my congratulations. Congratulations, you can finally add a new member to the Jiang family. Jiang Ming must be overjoyed, right? You know about Jiang Ming and me. Xiao Chen panicked, and the teacup in his hand fell straight onto the table, splashing tea all over his hand. Speak, what do you want? Seeing her so flustered, I found it amusing, a little girl who hadn't even grown all her feathers, trying to use the child in her belly to blackmail me into divorce. Jiang Ming. I only want Jiang Ming. Xiao Chen's belly was slightly protruding, the thin dress unable to conceal it. Fine, I cut to the chase without further ado. Have him bring it up himself. If he does, I'll agree. Xiao Chen finally breathed a sigh of relief. I knew she had every confidence to make Jiang Ming take the initiative to divorce me. But I wasn't sure how far Jiang Ming would go for her. Recently, Xiao Chen had already resigned from the company. She followed Jiang Ming back to his hometown once. Jiang Ming's parents clearly placed great importance on the child in Xiao Chen's belly. They even promised Xiao Chen that as long as the baby was a boy, they would immediately give her a card with 200,000 yuan as a reward, which would also serve as the betrothal gift for marrying her. This was an amount of money I had never seen before and wouldn't dare to dream of. Jiang Ming and I were college classmates. Back when we first got together, his parents didn't approve of our relationship. His mother thought I was a city girl, spoiled and unable to endure rural hardships, so she tried every possible way to prevent Jiang Ming from marrying me. At that time, Jiang Ming loved me deeply and was even willing to sever ties with his parents for my sake. So much so that later when I gave birth to Nan Nan, and his mother found out it was a daughter, not to mention money, she didn't even show her face. This kind of relationship continued until Nan Nan started elementary school. Jiang Ming's parents, feeling their age and fearing no one would care for them in their old age, finally acknowledged me as their daughter-in-law and Nan Nan as their granddaughter. I never held any of this against them. After all, we're family. What's there to acknowledge or not acknowledge? Every year during the new year, I would still have Jiang Ming prepare a 5,000 yuan red envelope as a small token of filial piety. But what about them? When Jiang Ming brought Xiao Chen home, they actually treated them with courtesy. Not only did they not blame Jiang Mai for failing to act like a man, but they even took pride in the fact that he had gotten Xiao Chen pregnant. Back then, how could my parents have been willing to let me marry Jiang Ming? A phoenix who flew out of the mountain hollows. It was only because I loved him that my parents had no choice but to agree. Fortunately, I had the foresight not to reveal everything about my family background. Jiang Ming only thought my parents were ordinary people. 2 more days passed, and Jiang Ming finally spoke up. Xia Mai, let's get a divorce. He said it so casually, as if haggling over the price of groceries, without a trace of emotion, although I had a premonition. When I actually heard the word divorce from his lips, my hand holding the chopsticks froze mid-air. Jiang Ming, it's been 10 years. We've been married for 10 years, and now you're telling me you want a divorce. Unless you've found someone else, I won't accept any other reason. I steadied myself and stared straight into his eyes. The recording function on my phone was silently activated. Xia Mai, it's been 10 years, our feelings have long faded. Jiang Ming avoided the main issue. He was also guarding against me, afraid of saying something he shouldn't. What about Nan Nan? What will happen to Nan Nan? And my parents? Your parents? What about them? Xia Mai, divorce is between the two of us. There's no need to drag others into it. Nan Nan is already 10. She has the right to choose who to live with. If she really chooses to stay with you, I would never take her away from you. You can rest assured about that. Jiang Ming's indifference was unmistakable. He couldn't wait to finalize the divorce. He didn't even bother to fight for custody of his own daughter. To him, his daughter seemed nothing more than a tool to conceal his affair with Xiao Chen. At this point, there was nothing left to say. I agree to divorce you, Jiang Ming, but I have only one condition. Jiang Ming glanced at me without speaking, his fingers typing rapidly. I guessed he was updating Xiao Chen about the divorce progress. My request is simple. Nan Nan hasn't started summer vacation yet. I hope you'll fulfill your fatherly duties during this time and spend more time with her. As for the divorce certificate, we can finalize it after her summer break begins. Jiang Ming's typing hand paused. He looked up at me, his tone dripping with disdain. Xia Mai, do you think you have the financial means to let Nan choose to live with you? Since giving birth to Nan, you haven't worked a single day, even if Nan really wanted to be with you. The law probably wouldn't allow it. I thought Jiang Ming had changed his mind and wanted to fight me for custody. Just as I was about to argue back, his next sentence made me laugh outright. Xia Mai, if you agree to get married now, I'm willing to let go of Nanan's custody and promise not to fight you for it. So, from beginning to end, Jiang Ming's heart only had room for Xiao Chen and her child. Where did he get the confidence to assume that Xiao Chen was definitely carrying a boy? Just based on his inexplicable self-assurance, Jiang Ming, what exactly are you in such a hurry for? Did you get some woman outside pregnant? Can't you even wait 2 more months? Xia Mai, don't talk nonsense without any evidence. Jiang Ming suddenly stood up, pointing his finger at me with wide, glaring eyes, looking as terrifying as if he wanted to devour me whole. I glared back at him. These were all signs of his extreme guilt. I always said, from beginning to end. The decision to divorce or not was entirely in my hands. As long as I stubbornly refused to divorce, Xiao Chen would keep pestering him endlessly. After all, her belly is getting bigger day by day. If we wait another 2 months, the physical harm would be much more severe. After all, until now, Xiao Chen's parents still don't know that their daughter has become someone else's mistress, let alone that she's already carrying an illegitimate child in her womb. If this were to get out, Xiao Chen's parents would probably never be able to hold their heads up in public again. It's just that right now, I don't want to disturb Xiao Chen's parents, as long as she behaves herself and doesn't go too far. Early the next morning, I sent Nan to school. Turning around, I saw Xiao Chen standing by my car with her belly protruding. Xia Mai, I beg you, please divorce Jiang Ming. As soon as she got into the car, Xiao Chen burst into tears, her face streaked with tears and snot. Anyone who saw her would feel heartbroken. Xiao Chen, it's not that I don't want to divorce. I handed her 2 tissues, but Nan is still so young. You wouldn't want her to grow up without a father at such a tender age, would you, Sister Xia Mai? Xiao Chen grabbed my hand urgently. But the baby in my belly can't wait any longer. If it gets any bigger, the doctor said I'd have to get an induced abortion. I don't want to lose this child. Xiao Chen sobbed uncontrollably. To be honest, I still feel a bit sorry for her. After all, we're both women. Once she had cried enough, our conversation got down to business. Right now, I just want to clarify one thing. Whether Xiao Chen knowingly became the other woman or was deceived by Jiang Ming. Xiao Chen, tell me honestly, when did you and Jiang Ming start seeing each other? Xiao Chen lowered her head, her voice as faint as a mosquito's. Last year, when I first joined the company, Brother Jiang was really kind to me. But I truly didn't know he had a wife back then, last year, so Jiang Ming was lying to me again. So their affair has been going on for this long. By the timeline, Xiao Chen was already pregnant when she came to Nanan's birthday party. I sighed and asked again. At the end of last year, I attended your company's annual party. At that time, everyone in the company knew I was Jiang Ming's wife. Why didn't you choose to break up with him then? Xiao Chen shook her head, vehemently denying that she had seen me last year. Sister Xia Mai, I really forgot. There were so many people that day. I genuinely don't remember. Fine, let's say you forgot. Then what about at my daughter's birthday party? By then, you must have known Jiang Ming had a wife. Why still didn't you choose to leave? I pressed aggressively. And Xiao Chen's tears started falling again. Sister Xia Mei, I admit I had an affair with Brother Jiang first and got pregnant afterward. I've wronged you, but I really don't want to lose the baby in my belly. Couldn't you take pity on me? If you're willing to divorce Brother Jiang, I'll convince him to leave with nothing. Okay, just say you're willing. Every word Xiao Chen said was recorded clearly on my phone. Her coming to me today was truly a case of a drowning man clutching at a straw. I doubt Jiang Ming knew about it. After all, once Jiang Ming admits to his marital infidelity, the property division will inevitably favor me. Watching Xiao Chen plead with me in tears to let them be for Jiang Ming's sake, I was reminded of my younger self who was determined to marry Jiang Ming at all costs. I asked her, Xiao Chen, if you love Jiang Ming so much, do you think he loves you back? Xiao Chen was clearly stumped by my question. After much hesitation, she finally asked, "Do you think he doesn't love me? If he truly loved you, why would he make you his mistress? If he loved you, why did he only bring up divorce with me after you got pregnant? Is it because you're carrying a son?" My questions came like rapid fire, tilting the scales in Xiao Chen's heart. I believe she had pondered these questions before, but having them suddenly laid bare by me made it understandably difficult for her to accept. I don't believe it. I don't believe Jiang Ming doesn't love me. Since things have come to this point, there's not much else I can say. I took Xiao Chen back to the entrance of the residential complex that Jiang Ming had rented for her. As soon as she got out of the car, Jiang Ming's parents emerged from some hidden corner, flanking Xiao Chen protectively as they entered the neighborhood together. I don't care if they saw my car or not. Anyway, Jiang Ming didn't call me that night. So it seems Xiao Chen didn't tell him about meeting me. Life was surprisingly peaceful for a while. There have been quite a few good things happening lately. My daughter's study habits have been improving, and she's ranked in the top 10 of her class several times in recent exams. Even her teacher couldn't help but call me to praise her properly. This is certain. Ever since Jiang Ming and I separated, Nan Nan has been especially clingy to me. It's as if she grew up overnight, finally understanding my well-intentioned efforts, and no longer needs me to worry about her studies. That afternoon, just as I was about to take a beauty nap, Jiang Ming's call came in at an inopportune time. He asked me to meet at the law firm to discuss the divorce. I gladly agreed, put on my newly bought clothes, did my makeup, and felt much better in no time. When I arrived at the law firm, Jiang Ming had already drafted a divorce agreement with the lawyer. At a glance, I immediately lost my temper and directly presented some of the evidence I had collected. Attorney Zhong, this evidence is sufficient to prove that Jiang Ming is at fault. He had an affair with his colleague Chen Jing during our marriage, and Chen Jing is even pregnant. I demand a reallocation of our marital assets. Attorney Zhong picked up the photos one by one, and his face grew darker with each one. No one told him I had so much evidence in my hands. Xiamai, you're really something. Jiang Ming was so angry he could almost grind his teeth to dust. You installed surveillance at home just to spy on me. Is this what you always call trust between husband and wife? This is Jiang Ming for you. The moment he realizes he's in the wrong, he starts shifting the blame onto others. Jiang Mai, we've been married for 10 years. Do you think you've fulfilled your responsibilities as a wife? I'm already so busy with work every day, and when I come home, not only is there no hot meal waiting, but I also have to tread carefully around your moods. Do you think you're a qualified wife, or do you believe you bear no responsibility at all for my affair? Jiang Ming, are you joking? I've been married to you for so many years, and our daughter is already 10. And now you're bringing this up. Fine, if you want to lay it all out, let's go through everything one by one and see whose fault it really is, yours or mine. Jiang Ming and I spent the entire afternoon arguing at the law firm, and we finally reached a consensus on his affair. He was the one who cheated first. At first, Jiang Ming tried to deny it, but when I played the recording of my conversation with Xiao Che that afternoon, he surrendered completely and fell silent. The distribution of property has finally come to an end. The house under both our names goes to me. We each keep one car, and as for the savings and financial products purchased, they will be divided proportionally. He is also required to pay monthly child support for our daughter until she turns 18 and can live independently. With everything settled, Jiang Ming and I obtained our divorce certificate. He turned around and went with Xiao Chen to get their marriage certificate. Originally, the matter should have ended here. Who would have thought that 2 months later, another unexpected problem arose? That day, I was lying on the sofa browsing posts, planning to take a trip somewhere once my daughter's summer vacation started. Suddenly, a close friend sent me a link. When I clicked on it, I saw a video of Jiang Ming's parents sitting in front of a dilapidated adobe house, tearfully accusing their former daughter-in-law of not letting them see their granddaughter. Once the video was posted, the number of comments and shares skyrocketed, instantly breaking 10,000 and directly hitting the trending list. The top liked comments below were almost all accusations and insults directed at me. I immediately forwarded the video to Jiang Ming, only to receive a red exclamation mark in return. I went to find Xiao Chen again, and she straight up deleted me too. This I cannot tolerate. They let their parents smear me with dirt and allowed the comments below to spew filth. Then I won't hold back either. Right then, I immediately registered a secondary account using another phone number. I kept a close eye on how things were unfolding. By the afternoon, the video had been reposted and commented on by numerous marketing accounts. I reached out to one with a significantly larger following, informing her that I had evidence proving the man's infidelity during the marriage. The marketing account saw my private message and contacted me within seconds. Looking at the location again, it was right in this city. I arranged to meet her at a coffee shop. The shop was bustling with people. While marketing accounts and her team set up filming equipment, I took off my sunglasses, revealing my red, tear-stained eyes, and began explaining the whole story to the audience beyond the camera. As he spoke, he laid out all the evidence in his hands. There were photos of Jiang Ming and Xiao Chen embracing each other, videos of them hiding in a room giving each other massages, and even a recording of Xiao Chen tearfully begging me to divorce Jiang Ming. The timestamps on these records conveyed one undeniable fact to the onlookers: Jiang Ming had cheated first, and I divorced him afterward. Someone commented below, "Even if your ex-husband cheated, you can't possibly stop your former in-laws from seeing your child, can you?" I started explaining again. "It's not that I won't let them see her. Jiang Ming and I only divorced a few months ago, and he hasn't even paid the full child support yet. I let that slide because I thought they might need the money more urgently since they just had a new baby. But look at this." I held the chat records up to the camera. The red highlighted messages instantly shifted the tone of the comments below, with everyone now criticizing Jiang Ming and Xiao Chen for their underhanded behavior. Besides, when we got married, Jiang Ming's family didn't contribute a single cent. His mother looked down on me for giving birth to a daughter and didn't even bother to visit. With a former mother-in-law like that, I really don't want my daughter to see her. If you don't believe me, go ask how much New Year's money she gives my daughter each year. The most she's ever given is 50 yuan. Meanwhile, I give them 5,000 every year, and it still doesn't warm their hearts one bit. And let's not forget Jiang Ming and Xiao Chen's affair. His parents knew about it before I did. If they truly cared about me as their former daughter-in-law or about our little girl, how could they have kept Jiang Ming's cheating a secret from me? As I spoke, all the grievances in my heart came pouring out, in an instant. The public opinion completely reversed. Both the bullet comments and the regular comments were filled with words of comfort for me. My livestream dominated the headlines. With its popularity remaining sky high, Jiang Ming and Xiao Chen re-added me as a friend. The couple took turns apologizing, saying they were unaware of the online video incident and begged me to host another livestream, or else they truly wouldn't be able to survive. But what does this have to do with me? If I hadn't uploaded all the evidence to the cloud, wouldn't I have become the victim of the video incident? Now they want me to forgive them. They must be dreaming. 2 days after the video incident, I arrived at my father's company as the heiress of the Shia group. Jiang Ming looked at me with an expression of utter disbelief. I never told him that the Shia in Shia Corporation was my Shia, as in Shia Mai, of course. He never wondered why I could comfortably be a housewife without a job. He thought it was because his salary was high enough to support me. In reality, my parents were subsidizing me every month, ranging from a few thousand to tens of thousands. Moreover, all the clients in Jiang Ming's hands were major accounts. One person alone can match half a year's performance of the entire sales department. Did he even stop to think, how could an ordinary salesperson with no connections possibly access such high-level resources? All these benefits came to him only after I married him. Even without these considerations, a man with morals shouldn't cheat during marriage. Everyone was stunned to see me arrive. They all knew Jiang Ming had cheated with Xiao Chen, yet not a single person was willing to tell me about it. But I don't blame them. After all, Jiang Ming is the top sales performer, high-ranking and powerful. No one wants to offend him. Now that I've taken over this department, all operations must follow my rules. I took all the major client resources from Jiang Ming's hands. They were distributed to the sales staff below based on seniority and performance. After all, these major clients were only giving face to my father, so it didn't matter who handled their business. As for Jiang Ming and Xiao Chen, termination was the only suitable option for them. Of course, after leaving the Shia family, both of them had trouble finding jobs. After all, They had already become internet celebrities, and most companies were hesitant to hire them. With no other choice, Jiang Ming left the city with Xiao Chen. As for what happened afterward, I didn't pay much attention. As long as his child support payments arrive on time every month, I couldn't care less what job he does.